Right now, the final countdown at the Capitol. You are taking a live look at the Senate and House chambers. Lawmakers are up against a deadline in less than 2 hours to pass all the bills for the legislative session. And at this time, a deal to fund HCMC is still on the table, as well as the massive bonding bill. KARE 11 political reporter Danny Spiewak joining us from the Capitol with the latest. Danny, what's really big on the agenda right now that they're discussing?
Well, Morgan, significant progress on those two items you just mentioned. The House is talking about the bonding bill, $1.2 billion for infrastructure across the state. That's happening right now. And about 10 minutes ago, the Senate passed the broader Health and Human Services spending package that includes that stabilization funding for Hennepin County Medical Center, which of course county officials had warned could close by this summer if it didn't get state intervention. So as a part of this broader HHS bill that the Senate just passed, it includes about $205 million in immediate assistance to Hennepin County Medical Center, with $500 million in reserve funding that would be available through 2031. So that's a big deal for the hospital. There was some additional language added in negotiations between the Senate and the House at the last minute today that has some more accountability measures for HCMC, some more oversight of the spending. That wasn't a surprise, though, to people that have been following this debate. We actually found a county commissioner, Kevin Anderson, walking around the Capitol today. He wanted to be here in person to see this actually come to fruition as the votes were being taken on saving HCMC.
I think it's important to see this come to completion. I mean, the hospital is too important to all of Minnesota to risk having this fail at the last minute. And so I just wanted to be here to be a resource in case anybody had any questions. But everybody has been really clear on the value and the necessity of it happening.
So now that the Senate has passed that package with the HCMC and hospital stabilization funding, of course, the House is going to have to pass it as well. Again, they have 2 hours. There was actually a senator that came by before our live shot and said, I think this is going to be a buzzer beater, but we think we're going to get it done. So there's a couple of other things, too, that are on the agenda. It's not just the HCMC and HHS and then the bonding bill. There's several other things that also are pretty critical to getting passed. Of course, it's not a budget year, so nothing technically needs to get done, but a lot of critical items for the whole state that are on the line.
And Danny, this is the first session since the late Melissa Hortman was assassinated. I know it has been an emotional year for many of the lawmakers up there. When you think back on this session, how do you think it went?
You know, it's a mixed bag. It's the reality of having a divided legislature and a tied House. Of course, a lot of the Democratic priorities, such as the assault weapons ban and the gun violence prevention package that they've been trying to get to the floor, did not receive a floor vote from the Republicans and House Speaker Lisa Demuth. The ICE package that passed the Senate did not get taken up in the House as well. But they came together on some bipartisan issues around fraud, the Office of Inspector General, Medicaid Fraud Control Unit funding for the AG. So there was actually a lot done, you know, especially behind the scenes on a bipartisan effort, depending on the topic.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Danny.